the energies for us personally here, we're looking at, it seems unstable, you know. A lot of things happened this year. One of the things, we left, and somebody in charge of our dogs and the shaman shack. And our dog, this is Lucy, but we had Luna before, right? Her sister. And Luna got killed. She got killed. And she was only like 4.5 months old or something. Just a puppy. I mean, she's just 5 months old. She's massive, but she's just 5 months. And it's like people were trying to say, oh, no one's to blame, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, you want to think that, right? But the truth is, we left somebody who brought drugs into the shaman shack, right? And you could make any excuses on the planet. I kept asking for her to tie up the dog, and she didn't. Right? It's just like that feeling. You have that feeling. There's something coming. It's gonna be. We're gonna get hit. Boom! We get hit. We want to trust our kids, right? We want to trust the people around us, but sometimes you can't. So don't, right? Do something else. As it happened, I know when it's something is a negative hit, you know, like a war bullet, and when something is for the best, right? Now, you could say that for whatever reason, we took that hit. For us, for me particularly, if that hadn't happened, it's like this. I knew that Luna was a difficult dog. And I knew that she was aggressive, more than usual aggressive, and that she needed very, very tight supervision, right? And that if we didn't become very, very strict with her, she was going to probably bite somebody eventually. She's not like a puppy dog bite, you know. These dogs are bred to kill wolves and bears, you know. So it was like, and I didn't follow that knowing. I said it to others, but I wasn't like assertive enough, right? And when I was assertive a few times, I got attacked. So it's like, yeah, this is totally not worth it, right? So that's an in right there. We could have kept her alive, but the first opportunity that she had when we were not there, she exited our lives. Something similar happened to our rooster. Our rooster was very protective of all the hens, and he was an amazing rooster. He was really nice. But any other person that he didn't know, if he didn't know someone, he would attack them. And my grandchild was coming, my little boy, Arthur. And at one point, I looked at the rooster and I thought about my grandson, and I thought, man, you know, you better not attack that little boy. You know, if you attack that little boy, you're chicken soup, you know? And he looks at me like, I'm going to protect my girls, you know? Anyways, again, we were out of the house and he had a big fight with a coyote. He took big fights and he protected his girls. He saved them, but he died. So when I looked at that, I thought, that's interesting, because we hadn't left. We had left just for the day, but the frequency was he had his fulfillment of his defending, right? When I spoke to somebody and I said, our Tutsi, our rooster, got murdered, I saw his face, and even now it's like, don't you dare say that about me. I died in battle. I had an honorable death, and I protected all my girls. So don't ever say I was murdered. I was not murdered, right? And it's like, whoa, okay. Chill out, man. It's fine. Yes, you did. I totally acknowledge you had a, an honorable death as a warrior and as a protector, and you protected your girls, and they're all still alive because of you. Thank you. So this is the type of energies we're co-creating with our animals, with our people, individuals, things like that, right? If we want to push through a co-creative experience, knowing that there's weaknesses in the environment, then those weaknesses are going to break. Things are going to break, right? As it happens, this one, the one that thinks that she can sleep on the sofa, we're calling her Lucy because we keep calling her Luna. They are so different. Like, they look the same-ish, but their personalities are radically, radically different. For example, when we took Luna out, if she saw a dog, she would go ballistic. You had to literally hold her to control her wanting to kill that puppy dog, right? The other dog. With this one, there was a dog up in the marina today, and the dog's back went up, right? It was being aggressive. Went over to Lucy, and Lucy just smelled him, right? Like saying hi, and I'm Lucy, who are you? And I'm like, gosh, that is such a different dog. And it's like, yeah, she fits our personalities a lot better, right? Rather than having a killer dog that you have to control all the time. We have one that, yeah, you do have to control her because she will bark and she will probably, maybe, I don't know if she'll attack, I don't think so, but you have to introduce her to people and stuff because she's so big, she makes people afraid. But she's friendly to people, she's friendly to dogs, she's super gentle all the time. She's very loving and she likes to hang out with you rather than be outside, running in the fields. So it's like sometimes when you go through a situation that the vulnerabilities have been broken, like things broke through your vulnerabilities. If you stay at a high frequency level and you stay out of the blame and this and the other and whatnot, and you make adjustments, right, you become stronger. Like I told Larry, tell those kids that the shaman shake is a drug and alcohol free place for a reason, not just because I don't like the smell of weed, right? Or because, I don't know about alcohol, whatever. It's not just because of that, it's because of a mystical reason, right? It's like, yeah, if you drink a glass of wine a week or a bottle of beer a week and you think this is perfectly fine, they don't call it spirits for nothing. That's all I can tell you, right? And people who drink don't talk about their demons for nothing. They open doors, right? They open doors. Now you may be very strong and you don't allow those doors to hit you, right? And that's fine, but be aware of it. Be fully aware of those vulnerabilities. And the same with drugs. I am yet to meet a drug addict that is not covered in demons. And by demons, I mean low frequency entities, okay? So it's just an easy word to use. I'm not like part of any religious group. So, there's lots of definitions of demons. For me, it's just a very low frequency entity that usually feeds off the person's emotional body. That's why they kind of attach to them. Especially fear, anger, righteousness, frustration, sadness, despair, all that type of energies are candy to these entities. So they go for it. But anyways, this is some of the aspects of how indulging in low frequency stuff can bite us in the ass. Okay, so pushing through keeping a dog that wasn't compatible with us was gonna hit us, and it did. And you know, for me to indulge in the thought of staying in California so I can be with my children and my grandchildren, it's a vulnerability, it's a mommy thing, right? It's like, they can come here. They can move over. They really can, okay? And they've been given lots and lots of chances to do that, okay? Especially the youngest one. And he chose not to, right? He fought it, and he didn't. And since I decided, you know what, okay, I'm not gonna fight anymore, I'm just gonna, but I really want to be with you. Now he's fighting to come and live with me. So it all like resolves itself in the end. He may or may not, I don't know if he's gonna figure it out, because one of the things that distracted me both emotionally, mentally, and financially a year or so ago, I can't remember, maybe for 2-3 years, cost us a lot of money that we don't have or didn't have at the time. But anyways, was a custody battle for my youngest son. We fought and fought and fought for it, for him to come and live with me, and against all logical reasons, and even the people in the room, the other attorney, my ex, everybody was shocked when the judge says, no, he stays with his father. Right? Everybody was shocked, like seriously shocked. It was totally illogical. But anyway, it happens, right? So I was looking at it going, okay. So in that little fight, big fight, there was 3 people involved. There was myself, there was the father, and then there was the child. The father and I had opposite positions, right? So the only one with a say, the only one that held the vote, that decided it, was my son. So when I looked at that dynamic, I said, you know what? I'm not going to fight for this anymore. This is ridiculous. And during this stay in California, I said to him, listen, Brett, I said, he said, Mommy, I want to come and live with you now. I've changed my mind. And I said, listen, I'm not going to fight your father over this. So if that's what, I know that before you wanted your mommy and daddy to fight over you. And that's why all that happened. And he says, says, what was that? Says, no, I wasn't saying no. I was saying, yes, I did do that. Right? So he knew, he was conscious of it, where of doing it. He's 12 years old, but he's very knowledgeable about stuff. Anyways, and I said, well, if that's what you want, because it feels to me that that's what you're trying to generate here, because he was telling me horrible things about his dad and being angry and mommy taking him to court and all these type of things, you know. I said, but I'm not going to fight. It's like, I'm not going to fight for you. You're going to have to fight for this yourself. I'm going to support you. That's true. But if you want to come and live with me, you're going to have to make it happen. Because this is not going to be about mommy and daddy fighting again. Because we're not going to. I'm not going to. So you're going to have to manifest it. You're going to have to figure it out. Somehow manage to get yourself over to live with me. And you're powerful, you're able, you're capable. You can do this. If you really, really want it, you're going to make it happen. He says, okay. So he's been working on it, right? And we'll see what happens, right? But that's the type of thing that we have to be aware of coming forward, because when we look at the split, we look at the separation of the light-dark paradigm and an expanded light paradigm. We have a lot of co-creations happening with other people, and some of them are not going to come with us.